I just don't understand. You know I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You took my life away. I just don't understand
What's up, guys? Oh man, it has been a long time since I've made a YouTube video. It's actually not true. I have recorded so many, it's ridiculous. I just haven't edited them. I actually have struggled with speaking to the camera, and I've struggled with like actually telling things the way they need to be told, and I used to be incredibly good at naturally just letting that stuff come off my brain. Like right now, everything's just naturally coming off the top of my head, and I think I'm finally getting a hang of it again. But for the last few weeks, there was a massive adjustment period because I had all sorts of weird mental crap going on, you know. But anyways, today, I just really felt like making a video. And it's about 11:30 on Monday, October 9th. And I'm headed to the gym right now for a fasted leg workout, and I kind of figured I would take you through a fasted leg workout since I get probably 20 to 30 requests for leg workout videos every single week. I take that back, sorry. Not for leg workout videos, for leg workout tips, tricks, videos, training, all that stuff. I guess the one thing people really want to learn from me is how to build legs, and I mean, that's freaking awesome. That's my absolute favorite muscle group to train, so I'm not gonna argue. What people clearly haven't picked up on is that I have tiny, lacking hamstrings, but you know, I have the bodybuilder's perception of things rather than the general population for myself. You know, I'm headed to the gym right now. Stace, I believe, is there right now working legs, but she has work, so we're going to be training separately, but I get to see her for a few minutes. Also, I just want to wish her a belated happy birthday on the channel because yesterday was her birthday. 2 nights ago, we got to go to PJ's and have dinner with a bunch of her friends, a bunch of our friends, and it was a great time, but I haven't put anything on YouTube about her birthday, so happy birthday, Stace. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now, so I will see you in the gym.
Yeah, I'm in the zone now, zone down, cut on my show with their phones out.
You just want somebody you can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look at what remains. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, you just want somebody you can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look at what remains. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes, yeah. Oh baby, driving me crazy. Don't know who can save me, but just know I'm not the same me, yeah. Let you go for the both of us. Got a feeling that I'm growing up, phone glowing up. Late night you stayed going up with your friend that ain't old enough. Goddamn. You're gonna hit me when I win a Grammy. Too bad you could never understand me. So cold, but I kick it with the family. And you know I'ma never let the name me. You lose and you win, I'll be learning. Brought out the flame and it's burning. Why did you do me so dirty? Damn. You just want somebody who can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look at what remains. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, you just want somebody who can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look at what remains. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah. Back where we all started, should've known you were a con artist. Stop calling my phone, darling. No blame, put it all on me. Stop playing these damn games, though. Got to spending some champagne, no. Love lost if I dare say so. That's why I'm laying low. Always stand out, never blending. Don't go hard, I've been feeling like a dead man. And I spit like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Running free in the wild for the splendid. Oh, how I thought this was destined. Tired of pretending, I learned my lesson. Damn. You just want somebody who can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look at what remains. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, you just want somebody who can blame. One too many times, had to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, took my heart, now look
What's up, guys? Okay, so workout's done, and no, I'm not going to vlog the whole day because you guys have seen my standard daily sort of stuff plenty of times. I'm going tanning right now, same place as always. I'm going to head home, eat some meals from Lean Meals, where I get all of my meals. Going to the office, filling orders the same way I always do. So obviously that sort of stuff I don't need to just like repeat and show you guys over and over and over. I did kind of forget the fact that I am not living in my same apartment, so that's different. As most of you guys know, I live with my parents now. Just briefly, yes, I moved. My lease was up. They were trying to raise it a whole lot. Our monthly rent was going up like $250 a month, which was ridiculous. At the same time, I totally would have been okay with it, but my roommate wanted to move home and save some money. Totally understandable. It was getting really expensive. It just made more sense for me, rather than looking for a new roommate and potentially allowing someone new that we don't know very well to live with me. That whole concept kind of creeps me out now, especially with everything we have going on. We just have to be very careful in those situations, and I cannot put Stacy at risk with any people like that. That's just not okay. So I do live at home with my parents now. Has been an adjustment, but at the same time it's been great. My parents, I mean, I'm 24 years old, so my relationship with my parents is much different than when I was in high school, you know? Let me turn this down a little bit. It just got bright. Alright, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go tan, gonna go to the office, gonna go home, eat Lean Meals, gonna shower, gonna groom my body. Sorry, you didn't need to know that, but that's what I'm gonna do. I do that every Monday. I did want to cover some topics, just some life topics. A lot of you guys have noticed, obviously, because I've made very, very bluntly out there through Instagram and other social media outlets that things have been a little tough lately. And the crazy thing that kind of blew my mind is, you know, you go through waves. You have the mental roller coaster, and my down periods I would blame on one of two things. Either Stacy and I were really struggling, or business was not growing fast enough and getting to where I needed to be. Neither of those were an issue, and I still had a major down phase recently. And so it's been a whole period of rediscovering myself and learning that I may not have been being the person I want to be over the last few months. And I have a lot of improvements to make to myself, and I have a lot of things to work on. And so a lot of you watch my stories. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. It's easily the most interactive, or I guess it's the easiest way for me to interact with you guys. So when I post those stories and you respond to those, like, those DMs come through and notify me, and it's really easy for me to just be able to have quick conversations with you guys. But every day on those stories, I've been basically posting the topic of the day that I'm working on and trying to improve, or a new habit I'm trying to form in my mind to correct poor habits I've formed recently. Everything has to do with just my brain has always been this really positive, happy place. And yeah, we have those down phases where things need to be fixed, and usually those are fixed rather quickly. But something happened over the last few months that I kind of was ignoring, and it was my brain shifting to no longer being positive, optimistic, happy, loving people. It was a quick shift to the exact opposite, and a lot of you guys took notice of that. It wasn't intentional. I wasn't like trying to be a dick, but I was becoming a dick, and so now I'm trying to not be a dick and become a good person again, become a better. I wouldn't say I was becoming a bad person, but I was a negative person, and I hate that. I can't be that way. So now that I've touched on that, I'm gonna relay what today's lesson on my Insta story was, for those of you who don't watch my stories. It's so bright, what the heck? How's that? Better? Sweet. The topic of today is your perception of people. And one thing that specifically was affecting me over the last few months was I've always been great at not caring what anyone thinks, blocking out the opinions of others, all that stuff. You guys know that. I've preached about that a million times. And things slip through where you like don't realize that you're actually paying attention, like paying more attention to other people's viewpoints and opinions than you thought. As having negative views of other people has been a big problem for me lately. Being very cynical of the world, being very critical of other people, picking out the negatives in other people's personalities and actions. You can't let your personal opinion of other people be driven by, say, viewpoints or opinions of friends or other people around you. So, like, there's a person over here. There's a group of people over here. How you feel about this person should not be dependent on how these people feel about them. Does that make sense? Hoping the visual helps a little bit. The reason is because, say that they've all had a negative experience with this person, or say that their crap is all just coming from gossiping, whether, like, regardless, you don't know, and you need to form your opinions of this person entirely on your own, from your own experiences. You should never go into meeting somebody for the first time, or go into seeing someone for the first time in a long time with a negative perception. You should be open to, I guess, whatever impression they're going to instill on you that day. And that doesn't mean be naive and let your guard down. Just allow yourself to form your own views and opinions. Like, the way I used to be was I loved the world, I loved tons of people, I just really enjoyed social interaction. And now I can't stand it. And I want to love it again. I want that back. My social awkwardness and social anxieties and things like that have skyrocketed. I have started getting really nervous around people and swaying back and forth a lot, and like moving around in, like, while having a conversation, I'll just like be slowly shuffling around and stuff, like weird stuff that no one else is going to notice, but I notice it. And so I want that back again. And one way it used to be, I was thinking about this earlier, is I had a lot of friends or people I would talk to on a regular basis who didn't necessarily have a lot of friends, and they didn't necessarily have a lot of social interaction, and a lot of people wouldn't give them a chance, and a lot of people would think they were weird, and all sorts of other stuff that just, I don't care what anybody thinks of another person. I don't care if someone thinks another person's weird. Weird people are my favorite. Like, if they're an outcast, I will probably get along with them, because I've lived a lot of time in my life as an outcast, and I get it, you know? I can't wait to make this change again and become myself again and form these relationships with people again, rather than just being so closed off, because you see everyone getting into these groups and these cliques, and it cuts everyone else out, and people feel left out, and they feel lonely, and they feel like they're not loved. And it's not what I'm about. It's not what Stacy's about. It's not what DedFit's about. We're not about being cliquey. We're not about having these selective groups of judgmental assholes. Sorry. I also don't curse normally, but I have a lot in this video. Nothing excessive. You guys probably don't even consider any of this legitimate cursing. That's that for today. That's the only topic I'll cover, because I'm already 16 minutes into this video and need to move on and get out of here so you guys can actually go live life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go tan now. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.
I just don't understand, no, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You took my life away. I just don't understand.